I could hear the dogs go out. Finally, I heard the dogs go out, and I laid there for a little bit longer and then got up because I didn't want to get up and set the dogs off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was trying to be really nice and let you sleep.
Cool. Appreciate that.
I wanted to give you at least one time where you could sleep in as much as you wanted.
Yep. Probably just go save up enough and just go over to Walmart and get an actual laptop.
I mean, that could work too. That could work too.
This makes more sense.
They got cute little ones there.
I won't play any of my actual games.
No Cyberpunk. You haven't played Cyberpunk in a while.
I might go on and play some Destiny 2.
That's what you had said, but you were going to play Destiny.
I got one headset off, just so you know.
Okay.
So we can talk.
I don't know why you don't put the one closest to me off.
Because that's where my mic is.
Oh,
And
so
that sits funny on my head. Oh, you know what? I'm not using it.
I was going to say, why don't you just take it off?
And then look, it pushes my head.
Oh, okay. I'll do it the other way then.
There we
Hey. Hi, everybody. Hello. How's everybody doing?
What's up, peeps?
It's a laziest of days. We got some stuff to do a little bit later, but
And our game is down for
yeah, our game is
expansion
down.
patching.
Our game is down, and he's got a day off. He doesn't want to go anywhere, and it's beautiful out, as in it's raining and gross, but it's not hot here. It's actually really comfortable here. But our game is down, so like I have restaurant game I could play. And I think he's over there. I think he's doing Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Destiny 2. And so we're just kind of chilling here, doing our thing, and it's 103. Yeah, no, it cooled off. It wasn't bad to me to begin with because it's not sunny out. But then it started raining a little bit, and so it cooled it off even more. So it's pretty nice here in my opinion. Some wind kicked up. It looks like we got a little bit of maybe a system coming. I keep getting notifications of lightning struck X amount of place from your location. So we're gonna take a look at the radar here if I can get my phone to load. I don't know what's going on, but let's see. Oh, there's a little tiny system down by us. It's already gone, dude. Yeah, it went under us. It's not even, yeah, it's
Like I said, it's supposed to be standard thunderstorms.
yeah, well, no, there's not. It's fine. There was a little something that popped up underneath us that isn't going to hit us. And then looks like there's a nasty motherfucker coming about 11 o'clock. Huge, nasty motherfucker. So we'll see if it ends up going down in intensity or not. But we'll see how that works. But yeah, so it said it was going to be whatever today, and it's just kind of been chill, but it looks like about 11 o'clock at night it might be a little bit rock and rolly. So there's that. Hey everybody. I just uploaded a video to behind the scenes. I mentioned you twice, Randola. But oh, it's finally charged. Cool. Hey miss. um But yeah, so I was doing really good on my game, and he had told me a time, and it actually said 2 o'clock Pacific. And then by the time you add 3 to it, I was getting messages at 3 to, make sure you're off when maintenance happens. So I went and looked, and maintenance happened at 5 our time, babe.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got off at 4:30. Hi, Petty. Hi, Petty Ryan. Because it says say hi, Petty Ryan, or I'll cry. Hi, Petty Ryan. So, but yeah, I got off. I was doing good too, man. I was getting my crafters up, and I got my crafters up. I got a couple of them to 40. I was doing really good, and I got really broke. I was going through so much money, dude. It was so bad. And I'm starting to get into where things are going to start costing me money to get. But it'll be nice because I can start doing turn-ins and whatever and just kind of slow go it from here on out. His game is mirrored behind me. Yes, it is.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. It's actually your sugar skull that is really
Oh,
it's actually that's a thing on his desk. His game isn't so much mirroring as the sugar skull is. So we're gonna do our French toast tonight, right, babe?
yep.
And I got some dishes I got to do. He's got a little bit of mopping he's got to do. And we're going to try to dismantle our fireplace, apparently, which makes me nervous, but whatever.
Our electric fireplace.
Yeah, our electric one, not like our actual one. That would be a disaster. Our electric one. So yeah, he fed the third day of trying to get breakfast for dinner. It's happening today. Oh no, his game really is mirrored behind me. I see it now. You're running through. There's a blue thing, and there's an 8. Yeah, it's actually mirrored behind me now. But he's getting to take the day off, and like he slept longer than he's slept in years and years and years. I stayed in bed and didn't move, so I wouldn't activate the dogs. Am I getting potatoes for being such a sweet, patient wife? No. That would involve me having to go out and get potatoes. Turns out we didn't have any. So we just get sausage and French toast. Yeah, we don't have any. I thought we had potatoes, but we don't. I'd actually have to go out and get some, which I'm not above doing possibly. I may run down to Dollar General because sometimes they have potatoes, and I could just run in and get a potato or two. Yeah, he got to really, really sleep in, so we're gonna have to make dinner somewhat early because I don't know what's happening, but lately I've been getting up and getting really hungry. So I got up at like 10 o'clock and there was one piece of cake left in the fridge. I ate half of it and then went back to bed. I don't know what I don't know. I've been getting hungry lately in weird ways. So, but that's about where we're at right now is our game is down. We can't do anything on it. When does it get back up?
Friday morning at like 2 a.m. Pacific time.
Oh, damn. So it's down for a few days.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
They're patching in the expansion.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be that long, but yeah. So it'll be restaurant game for me if I want to play a game because that's all I have. I have that game and my restaurant game, and that's it. That's all I have. So, but we're just chilling, and so I got a couple dishes I got to do, even more since yesterday. So that's gonna be fun, but. Ooh, what did you find? There was a canned drink that tastes like a cherry slush. That sounds good. And my battery's dead. We should go out and get coils is what we should do. How's your coil doing?
My coil is just fine yet.
Oh, is it?
Tasting burnt. It's just starting to get that cottony flavor.
Well, that's cool. I can't drink canned drinks or bottled drinks or any type of drink anymore unless it's vodka or whiskey. So, yay me. But they do have some pretty decent, not just straight vodka, straight whiskey drinks. They have a lot of cream drinks now. which is nice. I can drink like cream whiskey, cream vodka, which is nice. How are people live all day without a break? I could never do it. How do they not sleep, go to the bathroom? They must be on something. Do I know who you're talking about?
We're sitting
No.
on a toilet.
I mean, I've had to literally leave the room and go use the other bathroom before, but I mean, like, I sleep. The only person that I know that is on, I feel like all the time, is Lisa. I feel like she is on all the time. I don't like Dr. Pepper. Have you had coconut cream Dr. Pepper? That actually does not sound bad. Like, I would try that. I feel like that would work well together. Oh, Breeze on live forever. Yeah, I know that, but I don't even have you even seen coconut cream Dr. Pepper? Babe? I said, have you even seen coconut cream Dr. Pepper?
No.
I feel like I would try that. As much as I don't like Dr. Pepper, I feel like I would at least try that. Not a Dr. Pepper fan. Let's see. Hey, Casey. It tastes alcoholic. It has a sunscreen flavor. Most coconut does. That's why I have a problem with coconut
oil and sunscreen.
Right. So, I mean, it makes sense. Lightning struck 13 miles. Yeah, it's getting away. It went 15 miles, 8 miles. Now it's 13 miles. It kind of just like drug right underneath us. So, yeah, I know he doesn't want to leave today, but I might leave. I might go grab a potato. I might go grab. I am a potato, but I don't want to eat myself. So, I might go grab a potato. I might go grab a coil because my coil's getting a little weird. So I might go grab some coils anyway. I don't know. I've been in the house for 2 straight days. Like, I have not left at all. So I think I'm getting a little stir crazy. But and it's very nice out. Now it's actually partly sunny out again. So it's probably going to get a little humid because if the sun starts coming out and it just rained, it's probably going to get a little humid, but it'll be all right. Potato run, right? I really want a cheeseburger, which would make it to where he doesn't have to cook till later because he always likes to cook a little bit later. So I feel like an emergency cheeseburger might hit the spot, but yeah, I'm making myself hungry. I don't feel bad. I'm already hungry, so but yeah, I figured I'd go live a little early today because I think we have some stuff that we might be working on about the time I normally go live. So I was like, well, I'll just go live right now and kind of get that out of the way. And sometimes I like to stir it up a little bit because some people like to be on around this time. Some like to be on around the 8 o'clock time. Some like to be on around even when I'm on at midnight. So, I don't even know what case that is, but I know you're obsessed with it. I know you've been going on and on about it, but I don't even know what case that is. So. If you get hungry, though, there's that extra spaghetti in there that you really liked. I wasn't a huge fan, but he really liked it, so he can eat it. It was a little too bitter for me. What did she do? What did she do? I'm gonna look it up. Severe thunderstorm watch and until 10. I told you guys that system was coming through about 10, 11 o'clock, so that makes sense. You're watching on TV, commenting on the phone. All right, let's look up what she did, and I'm gonna tell you if I think she needs to be guilty or not. All right, so You think so? Everybody thinks she's innocent. Everybody thinks she's innocent. Okay, hold on. All right, here we go. Oh, New York Times is probably not going to let me lie. Okay, hold on. All right, let's see. In January 2022, Karen Reed and her boyfriend, John O'Keefe, a 46-year-old Boston police officer, had been out drinking with friends in Canton, Massachusetts, a town about 20 miles south of Boston. At a bar, they ran into another Boston police officer and were invited to a late night party at his house. Shortly after midnight, they drove to the house where Officer O'Keefe got out of her black Lexus SUV. Prosecutors say that the couple had been fighting and that she accelerated in reverse, intentionally striking her boyfriend before leaving him in the snow. He was found unresponsive later that morning by her when she frantically searched for him after waking up on his couch around 4 a.m., realizing he had not come home. He, who had severe head injuries, and hypothermia, was pronounced dead. She was arrested 3 days later and she pleaded not guilty to charges of second-degree murder and manslaughter. They have accused law enforcement of sweeping a conspiracy to hide the truth about the murder. They say that she dropped him off at a house party where someone fatally beat him. What the fuck? How do we turn into this? Where someone fatally beat him and dumped his body in the snow. They say that the injuries are not consistent with a car accident. Her lawyers point to a Google search, including a misspelled word, that was recovered from a cell phone of a woman who was inside the home that said, "How's long to die in cold." It was made at 2:30 a.m. before he was found around 6 a.m. Defense has also highlighted a web of relationships connected to some of the people who were in the house that night to law enforcement officers who investigated the case in order to bolster that there was a cover-up. The lawyers have also questioned the collection and storage of crime scene evidence, casting them as shoddy and unprofessional. The incontrovertible fact is you've been lied to in this courtroom. One lie begets another, and malignancy that grows, and that, folks, is how a cover-up is born. Prosecutors say that Miss Reed and Officer O'Keefe had been fighting before she drove him to the house in Canton, and she intentionally backed into him after he got out of her SUV. In court filings, they said that there was damage to the rear end of her SUV, pieces of red taillight found outside the house, enraged voicemail messages that she left on his phone that night, and statements from witnesses that said he had told her he wanted to end the relationship. Some of the emergency workers called to the scene that morning have testified that they heard her say, "I hit him." An assistant direct attorney for Norfolk County reminded jurors, "I hit him, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him." Those are the words of the defendant. You heard the testimony from 4 witnesses who overheard those statements. She was saying that she was saying, "Did I hit him? Like I hit him?" Regarding the Google search for the phrase "how long to die in cold," they say that the query was made between 6 a.m. and 6:30 a.m. at her frantic request, just after she discovered her boyfriend unresponsive. A witness testified that the phrase was typed into the search tab that had been left open since 2:30, resulting in a misleading timestamp. A lead investigator sent vulgar messages about Miss Reed. A state case has been hurt by a vulgar and misogynistic text message sent by the lead investigator. In text sent to friends, which they read in court, he joked about searching for nude photos on her phone, mocked her health problems, critiqued her appearance, and hoped she killed herself. Earlier this month, the governor said that she was disgusted by the troopers' text messages, which she called terrible and completely unprofessional. It does harm, frankly, to the dignity and integrity of the work of the men and women across the state and local police enforcement. The prosecutor said in his closing arguments that the text messages were distasteful, disrespectful, and unprofessional, but the evidence showed that she killed him. There's no conspiracy, there's no cover-up, there's no evidence for anything beyond speculation. If convicted, she faces 5 to 20 years for manslaughter and life in prison for murder. The jury was still deliberating on Wednesday. So let's see. She's accused. Okay, let's see. All right. So let's see. So everybody's saying she's hoped that she's found not guilty. So, okay. So question. because there was too much information in that article. So, okay, I have a question that I need somebody to click to. Okay, if you guys are saying she's not guilty, okay, so everybody's saying it's a cover up. Okay, so it's a cover up. Okay, so I have a question. If it's a cover up and there really was a fight and they really dumped him in the snow, I have two questions. One of them is really easy that you okay, so there's damage to the back of her car. They could have made that happen. They could have literally smashed the back end of her car to make it look like she hit him. Okay, because the injuries are not consistent with the car. Okay, so my one question of how did her car get smashed? Okay, well, they fucked it up trying to cover up that they did this and dumped him outside. My one question is this. Somebody explain this to me, because the first thing that went off in my head is it says that she backed into him and then she woke up on his couch and saw that he didn't come home. Question, because there was a lot of information in that article. If she backed into him, was she leaving? What is the story? She was leaving him at the party and she left him there and went home and realized he didn't come home? Is that what happened? Like she went to leave? Okay, so what I'm gathering is she went to leave. They got in a fight. She went to leave the party. They're saying she backed into him and left him there. And she's saying she left, realized he never came home, and then found him how? She went back and found him there? Or they backed into him at the house? They did not really explain that portion. Okay, so the expert said his injuries were not consistent with being hit by a car. Okay. She left him and then went back to his place. So who found him in the snow? Because he would have still been at that party, correct? Oh, so she panicked and went back there. That's what happened. So she panicked and went back and she found him in the snow and he had hypothermia and injuries and they left him out there to die, right? Is that where they're going with it? And the injuries are not consistent with her backing into him, even though there's damage on the back of her car, that somebody could have literally, they were drunk, so they could have done whatever, smashed out her taillight, threw him behind the car, she didn't notice, and left. There was a person that lied under oath and got caught. Okay, so somebody lied under, okay. She called people because she didn't know where he was. Okay, but that could be setting up her alibi of I don't know where he is when she knows where he is. So I mean that's going to nullify out her calling people because she didn't know where he was. Lots of people do that. They'll kill somebody and then, oh my God, where were you? I mean, how many cases have we heard about that? I mean, Chris Watts did it, for God's sake. Oh my God, where's my wife and kids? Well, you kind of did something to them. So, I mean, that one's not going to fly for me. But so they got in a fight. She leaves him there. They beat him up, throw him behind the car. So here's my question on that then. So if they beat him up and threw him behind the car, she didn't notice that. She didn't notice the fight before she left. She didn't notice he was missing before she left. Because the car has to be damaged before she left. Because if she hit him and broke out the damage to the back of the car, that would make sense. But if the damage to the car had to happen before she left, so the fight that would have ensued, the damage to the car would have had to been done prior to her leaving. She would have noticed if there was a fight that he was involved in. She would have noticed if he was missing before she left. Because if there's damage to her car, it happened before she left that parking lot. So how was there damage to her car if he was still alive and well when she left? I mean, yeah, the expert's saying that the expert's saying that what?
Well,
Oh, the expert's saying that injuries didn't, jive with her hitting him. Okay, that's compelling. So if you go with that okay, so then how my questions need to be answered then. If she left him there, how'd her car get damaged? How'd she not realize where he was before she left? Those are my two burning questions right now. How did her car get damaged, and how did she leave? It sounds like, they said that, the fucking, what was it? The district attorney or some shit was doing dicey, text messages. Okay. That don't sound good. There's at a cop party. We all know that cops, they all defend each other, and it was an officer that died. Okay. So that makes sense that there would be a cover up. So why would they kill him? I guess a fight ensued, but why would they kill him? I understand the dumping him in the snow, and I understand making it look like her car backed into him. That makes sense. It gives a plausible suspect. That makes sense. So, why'd they get in a fight? When did the fight happen? And why was he already in the snow when she left? Because, I mean, if it happened and the car, okay, your car can get damaged by a tree, and they said it doesn't line up with okay, so the damage to the car doesn't line up with the injuries either. She's mega rich and can get away with it. I believe there was a fight in the house. The dog attacked him and they dumped him in the snow. Okay, so we're saying that okay, but was the car damaged prior to her going there? Does she have proof that the car was damaged prior? That'd be really hard to prove. Nobody just takes pictures of their damaged car. I mean, I do because I'm weird, but how was there proof that her car had this damage to the back of it prior?
fuck.
So the boyfriend, or is it husband? Boyfriend, husband was a player. She was flirting with another guy to get back at him. So what, they got in a fight, you're talking to my girl type deal? Well, it'll say, okay, look, if the dog attacked him, it's going to show, is there markings that the dog attacked him? If you think the dog attacked him, obviously there was a autopsy done. Is there dog markings on him? Bites, claws? It looks like the cops played with the taillight evidence. Well, I mean, that's what it sounded like from the article, is that there was evidence that was fucked with. I wish you watched since the day one and not the end of it. Yeah, me too. Because I'm confused. Me too. I hadn't heard nothing about it. And this happened in 2022. So, wrong end. It's complicated. It's not. Was there dog bites, dog claws? I mean, was there evidence of a dog with the body? If there's nothing on the body that insinuates a dog, it's not complicated. Was there or wasn't there markings from a dog? And if there was, were they, you can tell if they're post-mortem or perimortem. Were they done after the fact or before the fact? I don't feel like it's complicated when the dog happens. Okay, so the expert said it was consistent with a dog. The dog was rehomed after this. Okay, so now we got some answers. What kind of dog are we talking about? A Chihuahua? I'm kidding. I'm being facetious. So, but could the dog have done this after the fact? Okay, but here's my problem. It does sound extremely complicated, and it does sound like something that I absolutely needed to watch from the beginning. But look, if I'm seeing issues and questions that are not easily explainable, if you're telling me that you think she's innocent, tell me why she's innocent. That's not complicated. I don't think that's complicated. Tell me why you think she's innocent. Because cops, because ACAB, yeah, I'm ACAB all day, all long, but that doesn't mean that they killed him and covered it up. Both sides had experts. Well, of course they did. Of course they did. So let's see. So defense's attorney says it wasn't. Well, I'm gonna say how this goes. So defense's attorney says that there's no way that her car did it, and it was inconsistent. And the prosecuting attorney said that his body
Let me
fit
know
perfectly
when
into
you're
the
just
deck.
bullshitting, and I'll turn it down. I'm gonna turn my headset up.
Okay. His injuries were not consistent with being hit by a car. Did both experts say that? Did both experts say that okay, so just answer me that. Did both experts say that it was not consistent with being hit by a car? Or just the defense? Because the defense is going to defend. Well, I can't watch now, obviously. I read an article. What do you want from me? It was a pretty informative article, I feel. DoorDash ad. All right, hold on. All right, what was it? Karen Reed. Questions. Just as they weigh evidence, it doesn't help. Okay, hold on. What's this? Let's look at this. Let's see if this helps. Okay, it struck him while making a 3-point turn, is what they're saying. I could see that happening. Just saying. Just saying. Bad, wrong place, wrong time. I could see that happening. His body was found on the front lawn of another officer. Okay, these are questions these are questions I don't care about. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so what's this? I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on in this case for sure. Talks about it being in the media. I never heard anything about this. Yodi, we're gonna be giving you a bath here in a minute. I'm gonna give her a bath today. Why are people so obsessed? It's at Lurtel. Why are people so obsessed with this case? Ain't gonna advertise a cover up. Susan Smith has the possibility of parole in November. Really? I thought she was in for like life. Huh. A lot of people are talking about cover up. I mean, you know, they you know, I get it. I get it. I don't know. No, I guess it is definitely one I'd have to have watched from the beginning because it seems like there's too many twists and turns to just kind of jump into. For sure. I don't even think I could go back and enlighten myself on it because it seems like there's just a lot of information. And you know, I see where this could look like this and this could look like that. So yeah, Susan Smith, the one who drowned her kids. Apparently she's up for parole in November. That's a possibility though. That doesn't mean parole. That means possibility. You'll just let me know if she's guilty or not. Cool. I'll just tell you this. If it is a police cover up, she's going to be found guilty because they're not going to let that go. So, I mean, if it's a police cover up, she's going to be found guilty. They can't just be like, "Oh yeah, cool, let her go" type deal. But I guess you'll see. It does sound like something I would have deep dived into for sure. I thought it happened in the early 2000s. Was it really the mid 90s?
No, go back.
I feel like there's a lot of I don't know. I even when you think you get out of something, you're still in something from another direction. But this way I can observe without being in it. So that's cool. The inner workings of TikTok drama, I swear to God. It's always somebody, it's always something. It's always somewhere. But what happened? The ad was specifically for me. It was Temu. Nice. I'm manifesting Temu ads, you guys. I'll manifest Temu and Circle ads. That's what I would be doing is Temu and Circle ads. So I've been sleuthing something for months, and I would really like to sleuth it out. I'd really like to figure it out, and I don't know if I'm ever going to. Hey, I don't know how you get so many DoorDash ads. Yeah. Yoda Brennan, you're getting a bath today, baby. Stop. She's on there on her own body. Like, stop it. I'm going to give you a bath. Calm down. I'm going to give you a bath. I can't believe it's 5:00. Like, I got up a little bit earlier than I normally do, actually. I actually got up a little bit earlier than usual. I'd had my alarm going off, an intermittentness to see if he was awake, but I didn't want to get up and bother him. I wanted to let him sleep in completely. So, like, I just stayed in my bed and didn't move. So I didn't want to set the dogs off. I press a button and send them to you. Yes. DoorDash. All the DoorDash. You get hotel and casino ads. Time for a vacation. Nice. Hey, babe.
What?
You can take your headphone off. If you wanna chime in with anything, we're just kind of talking now.
All right.
So, we're gonna wash Yoda here in a little bit, right?
Yep.
Because she's going to town on her freaking leg right now. Yoda! I want to make sure I see where she's looking. I'm gonna definitely get that spot really good with the shampoo.
Yoda Brennan.
Yeah, they said that the purple would stay in. There's literally these tiniest touch of purple right here.
Yoda Brennan, lay in your bed. Yay. Lay over here. Yoda Brennan.
I think she's trying to start fights with little man.
That's not little man, it's Buddy.
Oh, it's Buddy. So. It was supposed to be in, like, the one girl who told me to get it. She told me she could not get it out of her hair. That's how many washes it was supposed to be for. And I said, purple doesn't stay in my hair. She goes, oh, no, this will stay in. But one thing I do like I said, one thing that I like that it did was it really took the brassiness out. Like, it was like using a purple shampoo. So I'm not even mad, to be honest. Like, it really cooled my hair down, so I'm not even mad. Yeah. And I didn't have to cut my hair off to get it back blonde. So I mean that's a plus too. But yeah, it cooled my hair off really well, so like I'm not even mad. Unicorn hair. I think it was unicorn hair. I don't know that one, Vanessa. So, to the person that's been messaging me, I will get with you at some point today. I have some answers, not all the answers, but I have some answers. Oh, is that a shooter game?
Yeah. That's why I'm having such a hard time with it.
Yeah, you're not very good at shooter games. To be fair, neither am I. I can't. Like, I used to, remember when we used to go play, like, Resident Evil at the arcade? Remember that?
Yep.
I used to play, I was pretty decent at that, but I'm not really good at shooter games, so. I was having fun crafting, and now my game's down for 2 days, and I can't craft, and now I'm upset. So. Why did Christy want Ryan gone so bad? I don't know. I don't know. I know they didn't like him to begin with. That's the only part that I know is that they just didn't like him to begin with. But I don't know. If anyone has suggestions for what, babe, I didn't see anything you said. You said, I love the blonde best, but the purple was awesome on you. What brand was it? If anyone has suggestions, I'd be appreciative. Suggestions for what? Because it didn't come through if you were asking a question. Yeah, I just know that they didn't like him to begin with. I mean, that was very blatant to me within the first phone call. Second phone call, it was already just anti-Ryan from go. So I don't know. I just know they didn't. I know I've just from like one or two statements, I feel like Christy always wanted it to be Ken, which from that one teaser when it was talking about this is all on you, I mean, it makes sense, but that part I don't know. I just know what I was told, and I just know what I saw, and what I could pick up from that. They pushed that narrative of him being human dumpster fire from beginning, which I bought hook, line, and sinker, tooth and nail. I combined the two. I've come to the conclusion that they are all terrible people, and I think that has quelled most of my curiosity. I think that's where most people's curiosity is. Just like, what the fuck? I feel like that's what it boils down to. Is just most people are just like, what the fuck? And every time something starts to go down, one thing I have noticed is, and it's probably like this everywhere, but it's just because I'm closer to this case than I am other ones personally, is that every time attention starts to die down, something else pops up. Ryan started to die down, Ken popped in. Ken started to die down. Now Ken has an ex-gay lover who may or may not have cheated with him. She may or may not be pregnant. It seems like whenever the situation starts to calm down, there is another, catastrophe that starts up to keep them relevant. And no, it did not. Just text it to me. Text it to me and I'll read it, because obviously something's in the ban filter. Something you're asking is in the ban filter somehow, and I can't understand why, because what I have in the ban filter should not be blocking you from what you're trying to say. I basically have names in the ban filter for the most part. So text me what it is what you're asking, and then I'll read it, and then I'll read here to see if somebody can help. Because I don't know what you're saying that's activating the ban filter, but something's activating it. Yeah, that was one thing I did start to notice, like right when I was getting involved, is just there's always another factor that keeps you drawn in and interested. Which, I mean, as long as the show's on, that makes sense. And then I saw her in a live. I saw Gypsy in a live. Apparently, she started doing lives on her own. I've come across one that was going on when I was on. It came on my feed, and then somebody had posted one, and she's getting on there and she's like, "Oh, this next episode is juicy. It's so juicy." She's like, I can't wait to see it. She's like, well, I lived it, but I can't wait to see it. What, you can't wait to see how they spun it? Like, you were there. You don't need to watch it. You were there. I'm not really sure, I found some earrings. I did not order them yet. I started crafting last night, went to bed, got up, and thank you for reminding me. Has the expert been shut down by her family? No. And I don't think she's going to be. The word daughter was probably what was being banned. I think the word daughter, because I have it blocked because of Ember, so that's probably what it was. I asked for suggestions on dark brown hair for my daughter who wants purple streaks. There is a brand. Don't ask me what the hell it is. I'd have to look. Hold on. That is specifically made to put those types of. You can also use a colored pomade, colored wax, but it's gonna make the hair gross. Hold on. Dye. Hold on.
Son of a bitch.
Overtone. It says Splatwell, Overtone, Arctic Fox, Pulp Riot. There is a brand though that talks about. There's like an actual brand, and I think it's Overtone. I think it's Overtone because I remember it being an O, and I wanted to say it was O something. So I think it's Overtone that will use that you can put like purple onto dark hair. Yes, I have blocked words. That's why somebody said the expert because Fancy's name is blocked. Fancy, Nina, Ember. I guess the word daughter, which would make sense. They're all blocked because that way I don't have a bunch of stuff in here. Overtone and Punky Color. Hey. Yeah, I heard I've seen good things for Overtone. I've never used it, but I used to see a lot of ads about it. I guess apparently from what I was hearing, I guess Fancy had went on a live and she had kind of talked about why the lawsuit was never going to work, her actual contract and things were making sense to people that it why the lawsuit may or may not have ever worked to begin with. Yeah, you can block words. I would recommend bleaching. Well, yeah, but she doesn't want to damage the hair, and it's going to damage the hair if you bleach it. But yeah, the best way to put color on dark hair, unfortunately, is to bleach it. Arctic Fox, none of them stay in my hair. Arctic Fox, Manic Panic, nothing stays in my hair. Little man, stop! They're fighting over that damn pillow. And they're going to fight. Yoda's looking at him. Little man wants this pillow, and there's 5 beds, and Little man and Yoda want to fight for the same pillow. They keep fighting over the same fucking pillow, and there's 5 beds over here. Oh, I have no idea. I don't watch her content. I have no idea what she talked about. That was just something that somebody had sent to me. I make it a point to not watch anybody's content. It makes it easy because then I want to fire back, and I don't want to do that. So I don't watch anybody's content. It makes it so much easier it's easier to remove yourself if you just don't watch the content, because then you don't feel the need to open your mouth. So I stopped watching everybody's content like forever ago. People will send stuff to me on occasion, but no, Randella, that's well, yeah, little man is just a dick. You ain't gonna. It don't matter if he gets neutered. It don't matter what it is. He's just a dick. Garnier is permanent. I've been red now for over a year. I can't use Garnier because it has ammonia in it. Yeah, she wants. They both are fighting over this one damn pillow. They're laying together right now, but
I missed it.
no, I've made it a point just to not watch anybody's content. That way, I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, this is from Circle. It's one of their limited edition models. It's stainless steel. It keeps everything super cold. It's 32 ounces. I have my favorite bottle is my squeeze bottle that I use. I take it with me in the car. It fits in the car cup holder, which is nice, even with its little sleeve. But it doesn't keep stuff super cold. So that's the only bad part of the squeeze bottle is the water's always going to stay a cool temperature. Yeah, I've used the Sports Cough one, I think. Or Ember did. One of us did. She did. She put red in her hair with that brand. Because I have, like I said, I can't be anywhere near ammonia. My throat starts to close up. I can help you dye your hair if we stand outside and I take breaks. But it causes an anaphylaxis. So I have to everything I dye my hair with can't have ammonium in it. So but he's playing his game. The only thing we have to do today is we have to wash Yoda. I have some dishes to do. We're going to take apart some heater in our electric fireplace. We're going to take that apart. He's got to mop up a couple of floors, give him a good little spit shine, and make dinner. I'm probably going to. I'm thinking about going to get a coil because this coil is starting to act funny. But if I do, I'm going to have to probably leave here in the next 20 minutes. I don't even know what time they close, actually, to be honest. Let me look. It's either 6 or 7. I know one of them's 6. I can't remember if it's 6 or 7. Hold on, let's see. They close at 7. They close at 7, so I'm good. Crystal says, I'll get on there and I'll promo your merch. I did not sell one piece. Not one piece in June. But I sold a bunch in April and May. So I'm okay with that. It's all right. You got him some little hugs, little hug juices. Big mistake. Yeah, probably. Are you getting text messages? Babe? Babe?
What?
Are you getting text messages? Your thing keeps going off.
Probably. Molly, Fuyo pickup tomorrow.
What time?
No, let me finish looking. 1500, so 3 o'clock.
All right, so leave normal
So I
time.
gotta leave early.
Okay. So, yeah, my SI joint's really bugging me today. I think I'm gonna take an extra.
No fucking ammo.
Arthritis med. Can you just so you can just stop that wherever you're at and just
Yeah, as long as I'm in a safe spot.
as long as you're in a safe spot.
It's an MMO, so the monsters are always respawning. And shit.
True. How do you get more ammo? You just find it type deal, or
I kill shit.
and then it drops it. Have I seen the Sim series someone made? No. When do I put my store on sale? I don't. If you sign up for alerts on your phone, it will tell you when the store goes on sale. The store goes on sale randomly, and if you sign up for the text alerts, it'll say, for the next 3 days, it's on sale or whatever. I can throw up a few more designs.
Problem is nobody's really been buying off there, so
Right.
She doesn't feel an urge to unless people are actually buying.
Right, because I mean, like, what's the point in putting out designs? I have designs that I put out that never even sold.
That actually means stuff.
Yeah, and so I kind of lost my fire for it because I did really good in sales in April and May, and then I didn't sell anything in June. So, but I mean, I sold really, really good in April and May, but I feel like everybody bought it up. I feel like everybody bought it up, and now they don't feel the need to buy. What, babe?
Content also wasn't being put up, so
Yeah. Can I link the store each video? I was. Here it is right here. I can that's it right there. That's the store right there. So yeah, I have a bunch of designs up, and people just kind of like, they all collectively decided, they all got together and was like, yeah, we're cool now. So but I can't complain because I sold a lot in 2 months, but then like it was weird because I went from like really good to literally not one item. Not one. It was wild. So
don't need green ammo. I need fucking purple ammo.
what's the difference?
It's different weapon.
Oh, different weapon. Well,
green ammo is for my sniper rifle, which I don't really use, and the purple is for my shotgun machine gun,
and so
I use constant.
So you need purple ammo.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So if I would have thought about it earlier, I would have taken the car earlier and got my money into the fucking bank. But I didn't think about it. But I'm gonna have the car tomorrow. I got some stuff I got to do tomorrow. I got to take him. I got to go. Grab my pay stub. I got to go to the pharmacy. So I got a couple things I got to do tomorrow. I'll make you another one. Crystal. I'll make you another one. But I got a couple places I got to go tomorrow. Nothing crazy or anything. July is going to be a hard month for me. I wish the month would go by fast. July isn't going to be super awful for me. I'm still going to be in the weird little funk that I'm in June, just because it's all been a year that I'm still in this weird little funk. But I think it'll be better overall. There was just a lot of stuff that happened in June, and in July there's only the one thing, so it'll be better. It'll be better. I plan on, and that's another reason why I'm really pushing on going to the Ren Fair, because I want to get a lot of content. I want to get a lot of normal content. I want to get some behind the scenes content. And I need more people to be behind the scenes too, though. I feel like when I'm putting out content, I want it to be seen, and I wish, I'm so grateful for everybody who does behind the scenes. I just wish there, some more people would do it, just because I feel like the content's only going to hit, X amount of people as it is. So I wish more people were doing that tier, to where I would feel more of an urge to do it. But I'm still going to do it, of course, obviously, for the lovely, wonderful people that are. Hey, Nancy. So, but yeah, I plan on doing a lot. I'm hoping to get a lot of content at the Renaissance Festival, which is like one reason why I really want to go, is because it's kind of like, in a way, it's like work related. I feel like, because there's so many things I can't do right now. I feel like there's nothing I can do. I feel like there's no content I can get, because what I'm doing, the true crime in nature, which I do have some I'm going to be putting up, they're just fucking, they're as much time as I'm putting into them, I'm not getting almost any views on them. I mean, they take me, it's like I have to have uninterrupted, no phone calls, no text messages, shooting one shot, which is really hard to do. and they take me like in half an hour nonstop of reading, and then it hits 30 people. And it's like, I feel like, so I've gotten really disheartened with that, because it's like, you know, it's not fun content to make. It's not being seen. And it's like, why bother? So like, I've really gotten into a funk with putting out content because I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't have great editing software. I don't have a lot of interesting content. I don't want to get into a lot of gossip. I feel like most of the channels that are really successful are really gossip heavy, and I don't super want to get in. I'm not saying that I'm not going to do some type of gossip, but I also don't want to get into where I'm at with, you know, everybody getting on everybody's ass and everybody's back about everything. You know what I mean? So, can I post snippets of my YouTube to my TikTok with my YouTube info? Nobody's going to watch it on TikTok. TikTok is pointless. TikTok, it holds your no, it's not worth my time. There's no nice way to say it. TikTok is for cat videos. TikTok is for 30-second snippets. So like, I do my what I do a lot of the times actually is I'll cover something on Use Socratic Method that is, you know, 1 minute to 7 minutes long, and put it onto my YouTube. I do it the other direction, because you can't make content on YouTube and put it on TikTok because it's too long. People's attention span on TikTok sucks. So basically, I make the smaller videos on TikTok and put them onto YouTube. And there's more that I need to put onto YouTube. And then I got sidetracked and I forgot to finish doing it. Most of the stuff that gets views is gossip heavy. It just is. And that's what gets views. And, you know, really good editing, which I don't have. I mean, I could sit and gossip all day long and probably get views from it and get more views in my lives and everything else. But with gossip comes a price a lot of the time. It's okay to gossip sometimes. It's okay to have gossipy stuff sometimes. But when you start centering your whole channel on it, to me, it's a little bit more tabloidy and a less more factual. So, I mean, there's content creators that I'm not going to name that have basically built their entire fucking empire on gossip. And half the time it's not even accurate, or it's outdated, and the tea is hot, except the tea is ice fucking cold. And half the time it's diet, because it's not even accurate. So, I mean, I could put out that type of content, but for what? I like my content to be factual. And, you know, there's not a lot of facts in gossip theory. And I heard from the guy down the street, and I have receipts. You know, it's hard. It's hard. So I don't really know what to do with my platform at this point. There is cheaper tiers. There's a $3.99 tier, there's a $6.99 tier, and there's a $9.99 tier. There is cheaper tiers. The $9.99 one, yes, it is the most expensive one. But yes, I there's a lot of work that goes into that one. There's a lot of work that goes into it. And so that one is more expensive because there's more work to do, you know. Well, okay, without sounding whatever, and I guess I'm going to ask your actual, what is the point? What do you give for that amount of money? What is there to be done? To do like a 99-cent tier, what is the point? What are you going to put on that tier? I don't really know what there is to put in that tier, because like for like my cheapest tier, it's, you know, behind this, and it's early access. I do allow that in the Trauma Dump lives when I do them, when people need them. What is there that can be done at a tier that is that price? You know, I'm already doing the lowest amount of activity on that tier. Well, right, but I feel like okay, so if I put that chair out there and people pay for it, what can I give them for that? What is there that I can give them for that? Give me an idea. I mean, there everything I can give is already put into the 3 tiers. Everything is already put into the 3 tiers. So I can't change them. Once you make them, that's what they are. So I can't take stuff away. Um, so I already have that in tiers. I already have that in the first tier. I already have that. So like there's nothing that I can give. I already have that. But see, Petty, I already do that. I already do that every time. I try to make my lives as personal as possible. I try to talk to every person. I try to answer every question. I try to make everybody's experience as one-on-one as I can in a group of people. So, I already kind of do that. I feel like that's not something that should have to be paid for, if that makes sense. And it's not like it'd be different if I had like thousand, if I had, 100, 200 people in a live of, always talking to that person of, hey, for $2, I'm always going to read your comment. I'm always going to do this to make sure that I always see it. But when there's a room of like right now of 19 people, I'm going to talk to you guys as personally as I can to begin with without having to be paid for it, if that makes sense. I would love for more people to do the behind the scenes one, but I also understand that it's money and I get that. Um yeah. I mean, I don't really I don't really know what can be done or changed at this point. What could be added to, what could be whatever. I just feel like I mean, what, add $1.99 of just support your creator? For those of you who want to support without breaking the bank, I mean, I could do that as a tier. Um That's literally what I just said, Marissa. You were literally typing it as I was saying it. Of just a hey, just come support me the best way you can. I appreciate you. Just do like $1.99. Just to support the creator. I mean, I could do one like that, to where I could add that a telepathic. I could do that, where because I know a lot of people that would love to just have the green name, just feel, $1.99 greenie, like just come support, be in the greenie club. You know what I mean? Petty, I can't help that you get DoorDash ads. I don't know what to tell you. I can't fix that for you, babe. I wish I could.
That tells me you do a lot of DoorDash.
I can't help you. I'm sorry. I wish I could. I need to do the video of how to become a member, but that's also why if you look up there, there's a link. Anybody can click that link and it will take you how to be a member. It will take you to the join button. It will take you to the join button. Like I have done all the work for you by me putting that link up there. All you have to do is click it. Click it and join how you want to join. You know, I think I'm gonna add the $1.99 greenie title. Just come be green with us. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna add that on there. See, if people want to do to where they feel like they're supporting and they're here without breaking the bank, which I totally understand. Like you don't even understand how much I understand that because I fucking understand it. And I feel like I think I'm going to do that. I think when I get off of here, I'm going to do $1.99 greenie of just come support, you know, and make it to where they can use the where they have the badge, they have the where they have the different little icon stickers things. I think I'll just call it Team Greenie, you know, and just make it for $1.99 and see if people want to do that. I think that's actually a really good idea, Mariska. So I thank you for that. So I'm gonna do that when I get off here at some point today. I got some stuff I got to do, but I think that's actually a really good idea of just to make people feel included that want to be green, that can't be green, that, you know, they feel like they're doing something to help support without breaking the bank. So I don't know if if I have stickers. I know I have icons. Is there a way to do a lower tier with a specified number of behind the scenes videos a month? Well, I mean, the next one down is the $6.99. I feel like I have an idea that I could add to the $6.99. I feel like what I could do to the $6.99 is add like a behind the scenes video to where there's like one on there that I make that is more like super inclusive of like maybe 1 to 3 behind the scene videos on tier 3. And then, and like, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that. Do I make money on Twitch? No, I was offered the opportunity to be monetized, but I'm not on it enough for it to matter. So I didn't even dick with it. I don't know if I've done stickers though, is what I'm saying. I don't know if I've done stickers. Hold on. How do I even do that? Add emotes. Okay, so I have, if you click it, that says Ryan Lee, and I have all the different little, I have icons. I have icons. They're emotes. So how do you do the sticker thing? How do I get rid of this screen? Oh God, how do I do it? Please get out of here. There we go. I don't know. I think there's an I'll have to look into that. Because I think you just demonetized yourself. You'll have to look. I don't see where you can even access stickers in this chat though. When you click it, there is a emote. I don't even see where you would access stickers to put them in a chat. Maybe because I don't have the option available. Because I seen it and I didn't do it. So maybe there's not a way to access it. So maybe I need to look in that. Yeah. I think, you know, in the next few days, I'm going to look into the sticker thing. I'm going to add the extra behind the scenes 1 to 3 videos on the $6.99 tier to where there's a little bit more behind the scenes content in the $9.99 tier, and then add the $1.99 greenie. I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that in the next. I don't ever like to say exact time frame because I get so scattered and all over the place, but I'm definitely gonna do that in the next couple days. So I think that would work. We still need the couple live of the life and the history of the Ryans. I know I thought about that the other day. We will do that. We will do that. We will do that. I thought about it the other day, not even kidding. I was like, hey, you know, we haven't done that yet. So you guys have given me a lot of really good ideas though. So I'm gonna kind of move around the tiers a little bit, etc. And I think that's a good idea. I have 5 tiers I can do. So I think I'm going to add the $1.99 support your creator greenie fund. See if that picks up anybody and add a little added benefit to tier 2 because I feel like tier 2 gets a little fucked. So I think I'm going to add something to tier 2. So that's a really good idea. I like that. I like both of those ideas, Crystal and Mariska. I like that a lot. So I'm gonna fix that up here. I have no game for the next 2 days, so this is a really good time to do it. See, that's weird because your shotgun has green on it, so that would make me confused. Because that's the purple one, right?
Yeah.
But you see the green on it?
It's got camo on it.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so. But yeah, I super appreciate the ideas. I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do that. Did I see the comment that you put on July 23rd? Usually I check my comments every day on YouTube, but I did not. I did not. Let me see real quick. The only comment there was is, where do I go to order merchandise? Which I am actually answering right now. Okay, it worked. All right, cool.
I want to get there now. I want to be there.
I have a lot of comments that I apparently have not seen. Good Lord.
Nothing fucking finished.
There we go. I caught up again. All right. All right. Yeah, I had to give up. I appreciate you, Crystal. I do. I appreciate you. I didn't see, there's no comment. I looked. That's what I was doing. I checked my comments in studio because it's a lot easier. That's what I do too. I always know to look at the clock at 5:42, 5:42, and 4:23. It never fails. That's the time I was born, and then my mom's birthday. But I think I might get off of here and probably go buy a potato. We'll see. I got to talk to him and see exactly what our plans are and exactly how or what we're doing.
I'm doing my plans.
Well, I know that. I meant, when we're doing whatever. I'll talk to you in a minute. He's chilling today, god damn it. So
There's nothing you can do to stop it.
I'm giving him one whole ass, day off, whatever. Trying to chill out. I know that I gotta do some dishes. That's my big thing, is I gotta do some dishes. Which shouldn't take me super long. I've just been putting them off a little bit. I had a couple soak in, and then I got a couple big ones in there. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I want to I have somebody messaging me.
Last time I had this one, I had fucking ammo for days. Everybody dropped it.
Need your hubby for measurements. What do you mean? What does that mean? Why would I need him for measurements? What does that mean?
Measuring things you can't fucking reach.
No, it's for something else. What does that mean? I know, but what do I need him for is what I'm asking. He says, I think you will need your hubby for the measurements because that's a bitch with the creating them. What does he, how is he involved? Why do I need him? I'd have to figure out how to do it on my own if he wasn't here. That's what you're saying. So. But all right, guys, I'm gonna head off of here. I got some things I gotta look into and some stuff I gotta do and whatnot. So this is my live for today. I don't think I'm going on later. If I do, it'd be really late. So I will see you lovelies at another time and whatnot. So I will see you soon. Bye.